We're going to learn how to make the phone chair in this video. So it's really a basic design, but it gives you some good tools in your how to do things capability list. So the first thing we're going to do once we add our job setup is notice the different tools over here. We have file operations and create vectors and transform objects, edit objects. On mine, I have align objects out here. Yours may or may not have that, but that's all attainable through this. So you can set that up later, or you can ignore it for now and we can access it when we get to needing it later. We also have offset and layout here. So notice how if I hold my cursor anywhere, it's popping up a name for each of these, so you don't have to guess at which they are. I want a rectangle, and I'm going to draw a rectangle that is 5.5 inches wide, and it's going to be 3 inches tall. I want you to pay close attention to this. When I have my cursor out here, if I put my cursor close to the center line and click, then it kind of centers that rectangle right over the top of the center line. And we can adjust that if we want to later. So now we're going to close that and then draw another one. And this one's going to be 6 inches by 3 inches. We'll just come over here and hold our cursor near the center line and click again. Now if you click again, it's going to drop another one. You may not want that. So don't be clicking randomly out here. If you do accidentally do that, pressing Ctrl Z on the keyboard is going to make whatever you did last go away. So you can either hit the escape key or you can click the word close on the bottom left. Okay. Now we need a couple things when we have our phone chair. First thing we're going to need is an area here for the pieces to fit together. So we're going to draw another rectangle, and that rectangle is going to be 1.5 inches and 1 inch, but we're going to go 1.2 inches. No, let's go 1.1 inches, and we're just going to move that near the end, and we'll just click like that. Doesn't matter if it's not aligned perfectly right now, don't sweat it. I'm going to show you how to align that in a moment. Now we need another rectangle, so we're going to click on this, and we want the width of this one to be just a little tiny bit wider than the board is going to be thick. Remember when we did job setup in the other video, we set it up at 1/2 inch or 0.5. So we're going to go 0.55, and then we're going to go wider than these rectangles here, and they were 3 inches, so we'll go 3.5. And with this one, we're just going to hold the cursor on the center line and click out here. Doesn't matter where it is for now, we'll move it, no worries. Alright, so remember that align tool that I told you about up here? I've already got it down here, but I want to show you how to get it there. Click that tool, and then it says show common tools on drawing tab. So if I uncheck that, those will go away on my drawing tab. I want to bring those back, so I'm going to check that and then hit close, and now all those tools that I need are right here. Okay, let's get back over here. This narrow rectangle, we're going to do this in 2 steps. We want to bring it right over to the bottom here. So with this already selected, if yours isn't, go ahead and click on it. We're going to take our mouse, hold the shift key down, and click on the big rectangle, and that's going to highlight the second one. Now look over to the left. On the align objects, you're going to click this button here. This says align to the left. When I click it, it automatically aligns. I'm also going to click this one just to center it. Oh good, they're already centered with each other. So that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Now, I'm going to click out anywhere in the white area, and then go and reselect this. Once I've selected that, I want to move this direction 1 inch and 1/8. Now, how do I know exactly where 1 inch and 1/8 is on this? I could guess by this up here, the scale, but I'd rather not guess. I'd rather be closer to exact. So I'm going to find this on the left here where it says transform objects. This says move selected objects on the left side of the transform objects. When I click on that, I want to move it relative to where it is, and I want to move it to the right so it's going towards the positive side, and I'm moving in the X position. So I'm going to hit 1.125 and then hit the enter key, and it's that simple. It automatically moves it exactly where you want. And if you wanted to prove to yourself that that was 1 inch and 1/8, you could use this measuring tool right here and see that it indeed is 1 inch and 1/8. When I click on this, you look to the top left of the screen where it says measure distance between 2 points, and as accurately as my mouse can get it, it's 1.125, just like we typed in. Alright, now we need to move this one so it just barely hangs outside of this box. We could click and drag, or we could simply use the arrow keys on the keyboard and just push it just a little bit outside of that box. I don't need it very much, just a little. And now I'm going to use the trim, the interactive trim tool, and I'm just going to click. Where's my scissor? There we go. Click on those 2 lines, and when I zoom back out, it now is the shape of a U. Important for you to know is that in your interactive vector trim tool, you need to have this box checked. Otherwise, you'll end up with multiple sets of lines, and the machine won't know what to do to cut those out. Okay. Remember this box. We made it 1.1 wide. Well, we're going to make a box here that's 1 inch. So we're going to click on the rectangle drawer again. We're going to type in here 1 inch, and why not just do 1 inch by 1 inch? That'll be easy enough. We're going to hold this up here, and when that little dot appears or a bullseye appears, it's going to be centered exactly inside of the other rectangle. Now we can close this, and we're going to go back to that trim tool now. So here we're going to go interactive trim one more time. We want an opening here. My scissors aren't showing up the way I want them to, but it's still working just fine. We're going to get rid of all of these lines in the middle, and then down here, down here. There we go. We'll escape out of that. Now you can see this box here would slide through these boxes here. And if you want to prove it to yourself, we could just bring that over, and you can see there's just a wee gap, and it's going to just slip right through there. Alright, that's all there is to the phone chair, the most basic version. We'll address more in the next video. Good job, guys.